Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey, look, this week we've got another great lineup for you. We've got Home Free, Chris Stapleton, Tyler Childers, John Prine, Lost Dog Street Band, Colt Ford, and Flatland to take us into the weekend. I just hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so we'll get into the video. Remember, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as part of the 94 Club. And hit that notification bell to step with all the latest videos. Anyway, let's get into it. Right then, so right now we're listening to John Prine, Sam Stone. This is from 1988 on Austin City Limits. It's a live performance. I'm excited to listen to it. I've not heard any of John Prine's music before, but by all accounts from the comments I get on his channel about John asking me to review his music, he was an absolutely excellent musician. So I'm going to take a listen to this, but we appreciate his music, I think. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's see what we think, and please do stick around because we will do a deep dive into the lyrics at the end.
Not too long ago, we played Washington, D.C. Late this summer, and we had an extra day to hang around and didn't have to do anything or be anywhere. So we decided we'd be a tourist for a day and just go around and see some of the things in the nation's capital. My buddy Al Bonetta had his video camera, which he hasn't sat down since he got it. You know how that goes, too. Some people just can't get unattached from those things when they get them, you know. But we went around and went to the Lincoln Memorial and went over where Kennedy's buried, and we went to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial there, the big black wall they got. We looked up some friends that whose names were on the wall, and if you never been there or seen anything about it, you look them up like in a phone book, and you go on over to where the section of the wall where your friend's name is or your relative or whatever, and it's a real shiny black marble wall. And you stand there looking at your friend's name, you see your reflection in the wall. So it's sort of a fitting memorial, I think. If you ever get a chance to go see it, I suggest you do. This is Sam Stone.
I have actually been to DC and I have seen that wall, and I actually picked up, I was about to say I wanted to wait for him to finish talking about that, and you do, when I went with a good friend of mine who served in the military, and he was telling me that, well, we were talking about a lot of things, and you when you look at that wall, it just really kind of relays the impact that war has, and you look at all these names and you think, oh, these are all like someone's friend, someone's brother, someone's dad, someone's uncle, someone's sister. These are all relatives to someone related. These people had relationships, and the impact is incredibly astonishing. But one of the things we picked up while we were there was the idea that it was a shiny wall and you could see your reflection in it, and that, like, you look back at yourself and you kind of feel irrelevant in that moment because you look at the scale of this wall. But anyway, we're going to listen to the song. Let's go.
Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas. And the time that he'd served had shattered all his nerves and left a little shrapnel in his name. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain and gave him all the confidence he'd lacked. with a purple heart and a monkey on his back. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios.
What a voice John Prine has. This sounds absolutely incredible. The song is unbelievably powerful. That line, there's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes, I suppose. So powerful. Anyway, let's carry on.
Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He went to work when he'd spent his last dime. And Sammy took to stealing when he got that empty feeling for $100 habit without overtime. And the gold rolled through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes, and Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. Well, he played his last request while the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hovering in the air. But life had lost its fun, and there was nothing to be done but trade his house that he bought on the GI Bill for a flag draped casket on a local hero's hill. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes, and Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitchers have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios.
Incredibly talented musician. What a song. It sounds unbelievable. And when I've spoke about this idea before, that when there's a good actor and they portray someone in a film, you come out saying how good the film was. And I'm about to talk about Sam Stone right now because, what I'm saying is when a good actor plays in a film, you come out talking how good the actor is. When a great actor plays in a film, you come out talking about the character. And this is something I'm noticing now. Like, I am focusing on John Prine because I'm very aware that this is a song and a reaction to his music. And he did sound incredible, but I have got so absorbed with the story of Sam Stone and the troubles that he's gone through since he's left the military. So we will do the lyrics quickly. What incredible song. Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas, so we already get that picture that he's serving in the war. And the time that he served had shattered all his nerves. and left a little shrapnel in his knees. So he's come out of this physically and mentally scarred. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain and gave him the confidence he lacked, with a purple heart and a monkey on his back. That's the only line I wasn't sure on. I don't think I've heard that term before, a purple heart and a monkey on his back. So let me know what that means, please, in the comments. There's a hole in, this was so powerful. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes, because over there in America, I know you pay or paid for medical care. So all of the money that he would have earned from work, from serving in the military, he is now paying to fix himself. And that idea that you can put your body and life on the line for something that you end up paying back is a little crazy to me. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pitches have big ears, don't stop to count the years, sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. And that was such a nicely delivered line in the chorus. I think the chorus was just incredible. Some Stones' Welcome Home didn't last too long. He went to work when he'd spent his last dime, and Sammy took to stealing when he got that empty feeling. And this is something I've spoken about before. Like, some people look at do crime for fun. Some people feel like it's the only last resort they have to get away, because otherwise life's not worth living for them. And that's quite a powerful message. For a $100 habit without overtime and the gold roared through his veins. Is that a drugs reference? It might be. Like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose when the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. Jeez. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. That line as well, climbing walls while sitting in a chair. You know, when you're stuck indoors and all you want to do is get outside, that notion of climbing walls is that you can't, like, you're so trapped and you want to be free, but you can't. Was really powerful. He played his last request while the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hovering in the air, like he knew he wasn't going to make it out this time. He just wanted to listen to that one last song. But life had lost its fun. There was nothing to be done. But traded his house that he bought on the GI Bill for a flag-draped casket on a local hero's hill. It's very powerful, but the sheer desperation in this song, and like I say, the fact that people can give up their lives for serving in the military, while yes, it's absolutely respectful, and commendable, I guess, whatever the right word is to say. And there is a reason that we praise people that have served in the military, because they are so brave. And yeah, like I said, look, I'm talking about Sam Stone. John's got me talking about the protagonist in this song, and he's not got me talking about him, but he did a fantastic job of telling this story. His voice was incredible. And yeah, I'm excited just to listen to more music from John Prine, but I appreciate that. And if you're listening, we appreciate the music. Anyway, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and please hit that subscribe button. You will join the community right here, be part of the 94 Club. We would love to have you. Anyway, that's me for now. Thank you. Peace.